Okay, so the rest of my parts arrived for this part 2 build to the P365xl. I was waiting on my slide and barrel from Zaffiri Precision, and they came in. Great fit and finish so far. We're going to find out how this thing stands up and how it shoots. We're going to take it to the range after we put this thing together. But the reason why I went with the ported barrel over a comped barrel is because if you do any research on this, the ported barrel beats out the comped barrel. Now, right now, the comp barrels are the craze. Everybody's getting a macro X and everybody's running a comp on their gun. So I'm not one to follow the bandwagon. That's why I went with the Sharps Brothers grip module. I went with the Zaffiri Precision. I just went away from what everybody else was doing and I did my own research. I've had ported barrel guns in the past. I have some now. They definitely shoot flat. So I went for the ported barrel. We're going to find out how flat it shoots once we take it to the range, but we're going to hop down the bench and we're going to put this thing together. All right, so we got a lot to go over. I was waiting on my parts from Zaffiri Precision, Zaffiri, however you want to say it, it's the company's name. But Zaffiri Precision, I was waiting on the barrel and the slide. Those came in the other day. Full disclosure, I've already tested and test fitted most of this stuff for the gun. I already shot the grip module. If you didn't see part 1, I'll leave a card up here for part 1. You guys can watch the part 1 build. But this is going to be the part 2 build. I'll go over putting this thing together, and then we'll go over cost. We'll take it to the range, we'll shoot it, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts. But first off, let's get into it. You get yourself a nice little Zaffiri Precision sticker for spending 600 bucks. We got our barrel here, our slide. We got our Holyland. This is the 507K X2 series, and I also bought a cover for it because for the money you spend on this, they don't even include a cover. But that's either here nor there. So first off, let's open up the slide. Let's take a look at that quick. It comes in nice packaging, actually. I like the way they sent this packaged. So take this out, and again, guys, like I said, I've already test fitted and put this already all together. You do get screws with it that are provided from Zaffiri. Use their screws for your optic because these screws, these are the ones for the Holyland. It's a different thread pattern, so just be mindful. Those are already in it, so we're already all set with that. So just put these aside. This stuff aside. Let's take a look at the slide. Very nice looking slide. You got 3 window cutouts in it. You got your port cutouts here. You got your cover for your optic that they supply. And now this jimping on here is really aggressive. It doesn't look aggressive in the pictures online. I wasn't too sure about it. But then when I got it and put my fingers on it, you could grate cheese over this. I mean, look, there's a piece of my skin just came off my finger. This is really aggressive. But the nice thing I like about the jimping on this is it matches the grip jimping and also the jimping on the front strap and the back strap. Except this isn't as aggressive as this one is. This one's really aggressive, which I do like. But I mean, I'll be press checking this from the front slide anyway, as you guys will see. But yeah, just a really nice job from Zaffiri Precision. I did put my stock front sight on here for now. I do need to order sights. The stock one, once you put your optic on the stock slide for the P365xl, you don't need a rear sight. This one comes with a rear sight, so I'm going to order new sights for this, but I just threw my stock one on there for now. But really nice cutouts for the ports, nice window cutouts, very nice jimping on the slide, nice cover included, nice job on the Cerakote. So overall, nice job on the slide. Let's take a look at the barrel. Now the barrel, I was expecting it to be a brushed, but it's a high polish. It's like chrome. Take a look at this thing. Very, very nice. Again, let's get this stuff out of the way. I mean, look at the polish on this. This thing is mirror finish. Look at that feed ramp. The whole thing, this got a crown barrel, so that's really nice. And it's got the ports in it. Your 2 ports here and your 2 ports there. It says 9mm right there. And then you got the ZP for Zaffiri Precision. That's a tough one to say. Just a really nice looking barrel. I was expecting this to be a brushed barrel, but it's actually a high polished finish. Really nice. So we got that. And now we'll get into the Holyland, which I've already used this a ton. Nice presentation from Holyland. Get this nice little cushion. You get your manual. You get your Holyland card. You get a cloth. Everybody's favorite snack is in here. And you get extra battery, tools. And there's your red dot. So we'll get this assembled. Okay, so before we get this assembled, what comes in the box? You got extra screws, an extra battery came with it, obviously your optic, and also the tool to install it, which this has a screwdriver on here for your windage and elevation, and also the torque on here to install it. So we're going to take this out. This already has the screws that Zaffiri Precision included, because like I said, it's a different thread pattern, so we got to use those. Let's put this back in the package and get the box out of the way. All right, and I did, like I said, I ordered a 2-pack off of Amazon. If you guys are wanting a cover, it's good to have a cover for when you clean your gun and everything. You can keep your optic covered. So I did order those off Amazon. They were like $6, I think. And again, when we get into pricing, towards the end of this build, I'll put it up on the screen, and then, you know, you guys can go from there. Your prices may vary. You may be able to get something a little cheaper. But we're going to get this assembled off camera quick, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Okay, so we got our optic on there. Everything's thread locked on there nice. We're going to bring in our grip module, and we're going to put this thing back together. We'll throw our barrel in. Now, before we take this to the range today, I will lube everything before we go, but this is just to go over it quick here. So we'll put our recoil spring in. Put this on the slide. And then there you have it. There is this Zaffiri Precision slide with the ported barrel. That looks nice. I'm curious to see how this thing handles on the range with that ported barrel. That's why I bought this. Between the gas pedal and that ported barrel, this should really mitigate muzzle rise. Just a really nice setup. Then again, we'll bring our holster in here. This thing fits absolutely perfectly in here. All I did was put a little heat on that for the gas pedal to fit. But nice lockup on this holster. So there it is. This is the finished product of the part 2 to this build, guys. Take a good look at it. I mean, I think it's a sharp looking combination. With that barrel, you can see that in the windows there and the cutouts. See those ports up there? 9mm on the top. There's a Zaffiri Precision on the side. Just a good looking setup with the Streamlight TLR 7 sub on here. I think this looks absolutely perfect. I didn't go with a different color. You could pick any color you want for the Cerakote on here. I just wanted to go with the black. I thought it would contrast nice. So I think it looks pretty good. But we're going to take this thing to the range, and we're going to shoot this thing, and we'll have some final thoughts on it. But before we do that, I'm going to go over pricing quick. I'm going to leave pricing here on the screen. And you guys should pause it and see what I paid for this thing, what the total is. Again, your mileage may vary on this. You guys may be able to find some of these parts for cheaper. This grip module on Midway USA, what I paid for it was a sale price. This is actually discontinued. They came out with a Gen 2. I emailed Sharps Brothers to find out what the difference is. There's something with a steel rod or something. I don't know. I'm going to find out about that. I'll follow up with you guys. Maybe I'll send this back and get the Gen 2 if it's that big of a difference. But anyways, we're going to take this to the range. We're going to shoot it, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts. Okay, this isn't going to be your typical wrap-up after that range footage. One mistake I did make is I did not zero the Holyland once I put the red dot on. That was zeroed for the stock slide, so once I got to the range, it was way off. I had to hold the dot way to the right, so don't worry about accuracy on this range trip. It was not about accuracy. I just wanted to see how the gun shoots, see how flat it shoots. Shot very, very flat. Was very happy with it. The fit and finish of it with that Sharps Brother grip module was very nice. I did like that. It shot super flat. It was like the recoil was like a 22. That's how flat this gun was shooting. Very, very happy with that. But there was an issue. I'm going to roll in some pictures here. The barrel finish melted. I've never seen anything like this before. I've got other ported guns. I've got other aftermarket barrels, not from this company, but I have other ones, and I've never seen anything like this. Where the ports were, as you'll see in the pictures, it looked like it melted. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that. I sent an email off to Zaffiri Precision. We'll find out, you know, how they stand behind this, if it's just a fluke on this one or what. But that's to be continued on that end of it. So we'll definitely have to stay tuned for that, see what happens on how they handle this whole fit and finish on the barrel, because that should not have happened. No way. I understand on the slide where the ports are, the Cerakote, looks like it got eaten up a little bit on that too. I mean, that's going to happen over time. I get that. But that barrel should not have melted like that. So again, we'll find out what happens with Zaffiri and how they handle it. And I'll keep you guys posted. We'll definitely do another video once they get back to me and I know what the outcome is going to be on this. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. If you guys want to help support this channel and you like this kind of content, I'm going to leave a QR code here on the screen for buy me a cup of coffee if you guys want to donate to the channel. If not, there's a free way to do it by hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys in the next one.